We're in front of the old Tampa or Hillsborough County Courthouse in Tampa. We're in front of the Confederate Memorial that has stood here for over 100 years. The reason why we're here is part of our See It Before It's Gone tour, if you will. The revisionists and the malcontents will eventually claim this one, as they have done in New Orleans, as they're trying to do in Baltimore and throughout many other cities of the South, in an attempt to erase our history. They are advocating and clamoring for the removal of these monuments. And sadly to say, eventually they will get them. The politically correct and the afraid will kowtow to the bullies and permit the removal of all of our monuments and all of our history eventually. It won't stop here. These monuments are just the beginning. The cemeteries are next, the battlefields, everything that we know that represents our history as a nation that they do not approve of for whatever reason will be annihilated, will be abolished, will be revised. We've seen it in our school books. That was the first steps. In my lifetime, we've seen revisionism take hold. The public school system no longer teaches the truth. They teach what they think people want to hear. So that's what we're seeing now. The Tampa City Council or the Hillsborough County Commission, whomever makes these decisions, recently had a vote on this particular memorial to leave it remain, to allow it to remain, to keep it here. The fact that that was even brought up for discussion or for a vote is troubling in and of itself. It shows that eventually, again, these monuments will be destroyed and removed and done away with. And again, our history will be revised. So we're here today to see this particular memorial and to more or less document it before it is gone. So I've actually photographed it a few times before, but recent events have led me to do it again. Just sure that we're moving towards the removal of this particular monument. So we're going to go around it and take a good look at it here. Okay, there we go, that's better. The description here reads, "United in the past, one in the future." And that, I don't know who the artist was, but this is an interesting, detailed sculpture on the side here. This has been here again since 1911 or 1914. It's been here for over 100 years. But his rifle that he's holding there in his hand got broke off years ago in some, I don't know if it was an act of vandalism or what exactly it was, but anyway, this inscription reads, "Not theirs the rush of maddened wrath that reckless sundered ties of blood, but honor's beacon showed the path where dauntless duty stood. Through famine years they followed far, where her unswerving banners led, beyond her glory's flame-tipped star, behind her honors dead. The years their slow procession keep, the banner barred with red is furled, but now its gray-clad soldiers sleep, the heroes of a world." SREC. And here's an obviously wounded veteran, the top of whose rifle is also broken off. And this says, "Lest we forget," which is ironic since we are in the process of forgetting. Memoria in Eternia. To honor the courage of the patriots of the CSA, this monument is dedicated by Tampa chapter, UDC, and the citizens of Tampa, 1911. Okay, so this is 106 plus years old. And there's the battle flag. This here is, like I said, it's the original old courthouse. Well, the courthouse that I knew when I first became involved in the law anyway. I'm not sure if it's the original courthouse, but it's not as new as the new one over on Twig Street. Excellent detail in stone of some sort, granite, I would imagine. So anyway, that's it. I'm sure this video will outlast this monument. Can't imagine you could, this is in a bronze, so I don't know that you could take it apart without busting it all to heck. So I'm sure it'll be destroyed. Mongrels of humanity are running the asylum now, apparently. But anyway, we're going to photograph it and continue on our journey.